Have you wondered that Bermuda Triangle that swallow everything and makes hundreds of unexplained incidents and fatal accidents? In the general knowledge, the Bermuda Triangle is all about the force, gravity force. Whenever, whoever goes in, it swallowing it. Bermuda Triangle roughly 440,000 square miles. It ranges from city called Miami to Puerto Rico and Bermuda Island. For years, there would be ships and aeroplanes had been disappeared whenever they comes over it. Many people said that this area is haunted by unknown force. So let's sit back and enjoy the video. And guys, please don't forget to subscribe. Number 5. Disappearance of the small boat. On December 22nd, 1967, there is a boat called Witchcraft. They left the Miami at 9 p.m. After a short time, the Coast Guard received a call from the barrack. He told to the Coast Guard that his boat hit by something, but he didn't see any physical damage to his boat, but he requested to tow his boat back to the port. And under his request, the Coast Guard sent immediately the rescue forces, and after 20 minutes reached exact location where he were, called Borak, is his last unknown position. When they reached there, there is no sign of any boat over there, not even a sign that the boat had been here recently. There is a saying that Witchcraft had fitted the floatable device that make the ship unthinkable, and there is still got questions that there's so many floating device on the boat, just like life jacket and flotation device. Why the boat and the people got vanished? They stretched their search area, search at 3,000 nautical mile around the Miami, but they still didn't find the boat. Number 4. Flight 19. One of the most mysterious aircraft disappearances ever recorded. Flight 19 was a code name for the US Avenger bombers, which took off from the Florida on in 1945, December 5th. Each of the plane carried torpedoes to destroy the submarines and considered safest plane at that time. Charles Leader was the pilot of this plane and the leader of this exercise, and other 19 was trainees. They headed toward Bahamas for 50 miles above the sea level for practicing torpedoes in the sea. In the between flight, the flight compass will start not working and reacting abnormally. He told to the control tower that his compass is reacting abnormally and he have no idea which direction he is going. Taylor was instructed that to fly north, but he is desperately confused. Taylor advised that hand over for one of his trainee, but Taylor denied. And later, Taylor notified that the weather is getting worse and they are running out of fuel. Later, there is no any contact with Taylor after that. Later, they sent 2 search planes, and unfortunately, they wouldn't able to find anything. And unfortunately, one plane would return, and rather than both of them. Number 3. The USS Cyclops is a Navy ship which gave that supply fuel to World War planes in World War One. The ship was ported at Rio, Brazil. After leaving the port, Rio, Brazil, the ship headed for the Baltimore, Maryland, with no stop in schedule. But on the way, ship had to stop Barbados because one of one of the engine cylinder had been cracked, and the ship has to be unloaded. After the last location, Barbados, the ship was sight unseen, and many sailors were asked for the ship, where the ship had gone, including the American representative General Enrio. And the crew also notified the captain that the ship is overloaded before departure. And after the death, it was revealed that the captain was German, and Germans is living in Brazil. Expert says that the ship was way off of course. Yeah, it was a mysterious disappearance, remains until today. Number 2. In a 16-foot boat, the newlywed couple had decided to spend the night in the ocean long in their boat. Their identity is clarified as Frank and Ermina Leon. It was the first experience Ermina Leon were that for fishing with her new husband. They parked their car in the parking lot and launched their boat in the ocean and leaving behind the car and the boat trailer in the parking lot. Many said that Frank had bought this boat from the auction and there is many repair need to fix, and there is no radio communication in that boat. Even though these both couples have left their mobile phones at home, mean no communication this couple had. The Coast Guard has launched their mission early next morning, but they didn't find anything. The Coast Guards cover over 35,000 square miles over the ocean. It seems like that the Frank is really unprepared for the sailing, and the boat is not seaworthy at all. Number 1. Bruce Gunn and a Time Loop. The story of Bruce Gunn is totally amazing and heart-touching. Bruce Gunn, in early 20s, he already had 600 miles flying time and considered himself very familiar with the Bahamas and Florida airspace. In December 1970, Bruce and his father and some associate members took off from Florida, and as he flew off over the Bermuda Triangle, Bruce saw a unique looking cloud that looked pretty strange and he never looked at before, and he started to continue towards that cloud. Shortly after, the cyclone appeared. When Bruce entered that cloud, Bruce continued to go. Bruce said that the clouds were so dark, the deeper they flew, the deeper they get dark, and he wanted to get out of as early as possible from that cloud. After passing that cloud, Bruce noted that there was another cloud as he tried to fly through it. Bruce saw that the tunnel had been formed inside the cloud, and the spiral, wingy type structure above it. And Bruce felt that this tunnel is appeared to be shrinking. After crossing that cloud, Bruce felt weightless, and the instruments of the plane went acting abnormal. After contacting the If you like our video, please hit the like button and share, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get your video notification. And please let us know in comment box which kind of video you want in the future.